Daylight Hydrogen was a pure atomic girl. Other atomic guys habituated to saying, "What a loner." One day, she decided to make a Facebook atomic account on the internet to be electropositive. First name, Daylight. Last name, Hydrogen. Valid email address, daylighthydro@yahoo.com. Password, electronegativity value 2.1. Gender, female. Marital status, single. After posting a beautiful sparking profile picture, many atomic guys of the Chemistroland sent friendship bonding requests. She felt confused, moving ahead. In the same city, Moissa Florine was a member of a well-established rich business community named Halogen. Once, Moissa Florine was feeling bored with his daily electronic routine business. He took one day's leave to enjoy it alone as a lonely bachelor electron. He took a rich sleep, a lavish breakfast to stabilize his ionization potential energy, and turned on the laptop to log onto Facebook to chat with his close atomic and human friends. When he was looking to send a funny post to his best friend Mr. Edmund Fremy, Florine saw a pretty atomic girl photo in the category of "You May Know." He felt a strange pull towards her. Daylight, after completing a day of rotating energetic chores, connected with Facebook. Suddenly, her eyes jumped at the friendship request by Mr. Florine. She was shocked and surprised to receive a friendly bond request from Mr. Florine. It was a surprising element in her life. She knew very well about the atomic status of the famous Florine, a successful e-business element of periodicity. The business was related to kinds of toothpaste and non-stick kitchen utensils. Daylight was puzzled, but she decided to take a step forward, thinking perhaps it was her destiny, that this way to gain stable change in life. Before showing a positive charge to him, she decided to go through his Facebook profile. First name, Moissa. Last name, Florine. Valid email address, florine100@gmail.com. Password, electronegativity value 4.0. Gender, male. Marital status, single. After thinking a lot, Daylight Hydrogen accepted his request and decided not to be so expressive towards him during communication. In the beginning, the interaction between the two young atomic people was slow. They generally chatted about city matters like politics of the People's Proton Party, Elemental Justice Party, and Neutron League Party, electronic transmission for energy supply in the country, forces to decompose harmful criminal bonds, and struggling atomic guys to secure the future. Gradually, they started sharing jokes, riddles, and other fun posts related to the habits and characteristic properties of young atomic guys. Soon they realized that they both have a decent sense of humor. Dr. Edmund Fremy was a chemical psychologist having the business of atomic marriages. His specialty was to provide opportunities for elements to get bonded after testing candidates' compatibility. To investigate this unique case, Dr. Edmund intended to see the most ancient gems of the city, the two carbon compounds, precious diamond, and his wife, charming charcoal. Mr. Edmund started his journey of periodicity. A mile or two away, he could see the beautiful clock tower in the town of Carbon, symbolizing the great elemental people of the city. Fortunately, on the way to the required address, Mr. Edmund got that old couple that he intended to see. They informed that they were individuals such as Carbons residing in a modern city, the periodic city. After making a bond, they shifted to Compound City. They came to this city to visit their atomic carbon relatives. Dr. Edmund introduced himself as a psychiatrist of the science lab, for producing bonds among elemental people and told them the reasons for visiting the town. Being an old and experienced couple, they agreed to share relevant information. On asking questions about hydrogen's elemental placement in the periodic city map, Mr. Precious Diamond said,
"Hydrogen makes the covalent bond. It is a half-filled atomic home. It is a non-metal."
He shared his opinion about this elemental home and said,
"The home must be in my town, 4A. Unfortunately, the architect, Mr. Mendeleev, formulator of periodic table, gave it possession based on its single e-business and marriage bond."
He further said,
"The dispute for proper placement is under trial in the Court of International Justice for Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is an element of justice for the hydrogen community."
He asked them about hydrogen's current address, which they happily shared with him.
Home number 1A non-metal, S block. Street number 1766 Gas cum metal road. Town, alkali metal. City, periodic city. Country, Chemistroland.
Old carbon compounds couple told him,
"Many members of Hydrogen Home are working for an element, named the helium, in a breeding program in solar factory, the sun."
So all they discussed was the possibility of bonding between dilute hydrogen and moisar fluorine. On inquiring about fluorine, Carbon complimented him.
"He is an active element in the halogen town, 7A of periodic city."
Mr. Moisar fluorine. Home number, 1 non-metal, P block. Street number, 1886 Gaseous Active Street. Town, halogen, 7A. City, periodic city. Country, Chemistroland.
Mr. Edmund postponed his visit to their towns as he already got sufficient information to make bonds between 1A town and 7A town. He said goodbye to Mr. Carbon with a bundle of thanks. Later, standing in his scientific bureau, Dr. Fremy Edmund penned his research and found the best compatibility for gaining great chemistry between the two. They were common in a way. Both needed a sustained marriage relationship to live as noble as Town 8, their dream town, and both were gaseous elemental persons. Both were having their first house in their hometowns. Small-sized as compared to their overall town's element size. It was the 14th of February, and Mr. Fremy Edmund was interested in formulating the path of the chemical elements meeting for interaction to make a covalentine bond between them. Therefore, he invited both Loving Birds Chemicals to Valentine's party at the big hall of the bonding bureau. Moisar fluorine and dilute hydrogen accepted his invitation, as it was their first face-to-face meeting. The walls of the Scientific Marriage Bureau were decorated with bunches of aromatic red roses, gaseous red balloons. Other things that were increasing the magnetic fascination of the hall were different sugar-coated chocolates, periodic city-mapped teddy bears, colorful complex carbon candles, and periodic table blocks. Above all, a precious diamond ring was there to sparkle the event. The dilute hydrogen came in wearing a rosy red dress with an open neck having a heart-shaped pendant. The gorgeous girl was depicting her love, innocence, and purity towards fascinating fluorine. Moisar fluorine wore a green-colored outfit showing the balance, peace, and richness of personality. She met him, giving a familiar happy electronic smile. Her smile was penetrating the core of fluorine's heart.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. catch me if I fall.
The music played by Mr. Edmund at the Valentine's party was the catalyst to produce a romantically exothermic reaction in that hall. Florine couldn't take his eyes off her. He instantly brought a magnetic smile to his outermost shell. Using his electronic attraction, invited her to dance to loving music on the dancing floor. Mr. Fremy Edmund constantly observed the changes when they were close to each other. It seemed that Mr. Fremy's mission of the bonding experiment for one more couple of compounds was going to be accomplished. The structure of the gesture revealed that Moissart Florine wanted to capture the electron of delight hydrogen wholeheartedly using its electronic negativity value. When they were dancing on the red floral dancing floor, the element of shyness between them was stopping them from breaking the ice. Finally, Florine decided to give her a surprising element, the diamond ring, with a romantic gesture to propose. It was necessary to remind her that they were already in love and could go in addition reaction to sharing their life. She also gave an electropositive spark in turn. It seemed that both were lovely charges needed for each other. Realizing her positive feelings when Florine whispered in her ear, she blushed like phenol red and felt the power of his electronic attraction. He pulled her closer to his body shell with the weird energy of the outermost lonely electron for balancing each other. Dr. Edmund felt happy about a loving, perfect homogeneous compounds discovery. With their willingness, Mr. Fremy authorized their relationship legally in the compound city of Chemistroland to get its proper placement. With their willingness, hydrogen and fluorine went into a covalent reaction on Valentine's Day, converting into a homogeneous hydrogen fluoride molecule, a happy covalent bonding. Mr. Fremy also announced the discovery of hydrogen fluoride legally in the periodic city. From that moment on, they were inseparable. They bonded so well as a co-Valentine bond of commitment to balance each other nobly and homogeneously. Now they were a couple. They left the periodic city and started living in the compound city of the same country, Chemistroland, happily ever after.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
If you love to enjoy interesting personified scientific conceptual content related to chemistry, comment, share, like, and subscribe to Chemistroland.